What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Kicking It with Chico channel. I haven't been here in a while. Man, you know how it is when life gets a hold of you. Things get busy. We had some things happen at the house over the past, oh man, it's been like a month, I guess, and probably since I made my last video. Our refrigerator quit working. We've had 3 repairmen come out through the home warranty company, which like you pay, what, $250 or something for home warranty deductible, so they come out and look at it. The refrigerator came with the house when we bought it. The fridge is actually 23 years old. So they say they're going to replace the parts on it, like a compressor and things like that, instead of just putting in a new fridge, which, okay, whatever. Though then we had a leak in the den through the roof, which it got really bad, and it kind of popped through the drywall. So obviously we got a hold of State Farm, our insurance company, and that's been about 3 weeks to a month ago, and we are still waiting for them to come out. I think they come out this week and check it out. One agent said, don't touch it, let it alone. Another one said, put a tarp over it so there is no more damage to it. And then the third guy said, don't touch it, wait till we get there so we can assess it and things like that. And then obviously with the little one at home, you know, I catch a lot of heat around town. It's a small town here at Carlisle, 3,500 people. People that I grew up with, people a little bit younger, people a little bit older. Hell, people I used to teach kickboxing and MMA to. It's kind of a joke. Yeah, look at this old man. He's 55 and he's got a new baby. Well, that's cool. A couple times it kind of tripped me the wrong way, but I sat with the emotion, didn't take it personal, just felt the emotion, didn't attach that emotion to what that person said. You know, they'll walk by at Walmart and say, hey, what's up, Dad? And kind of fucking chuckle and walk off, which, okay, that's cool. And you know what? It has been a struggle. That wasn't the plan, obviously. But the wife and I have bonded over this. We've become closer. And I tell you what, the little guy, baby Franco, he has got my heart. He is an amazing little man. He's a lot of work, let me tell you. He's a lot of work. But he's kind of renewed a lot of energy within myself. Because when you see something and you see things and you see the way a 6-month-old reacts to things and how they grow and how they learn, and obviously right now they have no biases. I mean, not against anything, other than maybe they don't like something that they taste. Well, hey, that's them, right? But just looking forward to raising him as long as I can. Hopefully I got 25, 30 more years in me. But yeah, other than that, you know, life is just life. It was tough there for a while with everything that was going wrong in the house. Oh yeah, we had I think it was another water heater went out. We had to replace that. I'm sorry, these bugs are terrible out here. I'm out at Carlisle Lake. Chipmunk Trail. Thought I'd get out here and look for Bigfoot a little bit, right? Think Bigfoot would be out at Carlisle Lake at Chipmunk Trail? Probably not. But anyway, I went to the gym a little bit today, got a decent little workout in. Thought I'd get out here and hike. It was raining, sprinkling earlier when I started it, and I like walking this trail in the rain because with the canopy of trees, it really kind of keeps the rain off of it, but you can hear the raindrops hitting the leaves and stuff. It's really neat, really cool. But this time of year, I remember, and it kind of hit me this year as well, when it starts warming up a little bit, you know, for a lot of people, that's, wow, yeah, it's springtime. They get them in a better mood. But for me, a lot of times, I can't explain it. There's probably some psychological or physiological reason. When spring would hit, I'd almost hit a little depression phase. And I dealt with that for many, many years, and I've talked about this on here. And if you are dealing with depression, you're getting down, you don't want to get out of the house, you don't want to see people, don't want to go to Walmart, don't want to go out to eat, don't want to go to the kids' sporting events, whatever you got going on, my suggestion, and I have to do it to myself constantly, is just to get moving. Just to get moving. Whether it's dusting something, it's sweeping the floor, go outside, pick up some sticks in the yard, go for a little, hey, I'm going to walk 1 block today, and tomorrow I'm going to walk 2 blocks. Get outside, feel the earth, man. Take your shoes off, take your socks off, get on some grass, feel the earth, and just ground yourself a little bit. But even a little bit of action by yourself can make a big difference. You know, looking at the world through kids' eyes. You know, I have kids of all ages, but that is such a benefit when you look at it through their eyes. Everything's a wonder. You know, it's just, everything's amazing. Wow, I can't believe the technology today. I can't believe this video game. Can't believe that all the sports we can watch on TV. You know, just how the world has changed. Not just for the worse. You know, we got a lot of bad things going on in the world right now. We got a war between was India and Pakistan going on. We got the Russian-Ukraine thing. I think we're making strides as far as international relations. A lot of people may disagree with me on that, and that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. You know, there's a media blitz, and has been a media blitz against Donald Trump since the man said he was going to run for president. Never has a president been scrutinized as much as him. The guy could save 14 kids off a burning bus, and the media would still report that he didn't get their lunch off the bus in time, so he's a bad guy. And that's just the way it is, regardless of what side you're leaning on during what's going on here. 98% of media coverage for the right, the conservative right, and especially for Trump, is negative. It's all negative. And then you look at the questions that Trump gets deals with, gets hammered with, that he actually sits there and answers, where the previous administration wouldn't take any question that was unscripted, and if they did, the president, vice president would get way off course, and it was like word salad. It was absolute disaster. So I think as a country, I think we're heading in the right direction with a lot of things. An inclusive country, but without all the silliness, without all the goofiness going on in this world, and exposing the Clintons for what they are. Dive deep down into that if you want to. You know, don't come after me and ask me where I get my information. Do your own digging. I've researched a lot of things over there. I don't sit here and support everything 100% that Trump does, and I didn't support any president. You know, I was a progressive. I voted for Obama. I've said this before. After the administration, Obama, the Bush before him, showed me how dirty these people are, and I always wanted a non-politician to run. I didn't care who it was. Hell, I even said Oprah at one point. I said Tom Cruise, not Schwarzenegger, even though I'm a fan of Schwarzenegger's movies and his bodybuildings. Other than that, I think he's a meathead, a knucklehead. But, you know, The View, Oprah, all these people that throw mud on Trump had them on their shows and supported him when he talked about getting into politics. And then look what flipped. What do you think flipped? It's the money that comes into these media sources, says this is where you're going to report it and this is what you're going to do. So if you want true online media, I suggest searching elsewhere for people that might show you the facts and not twist it up. But again, that's just my opinion. Might lose some subscribers over this, and that's fine. I don't give a rat's ass. I really don't. This channel isn't about subscribers. It's about trying to help people out and expressing my opinion, getting some things off my chest a little bit. But back to dealing with a little bit of depression, guys. Get out of the house, move a little bit. Michael Singer, The Untethered Soul, is one of the best books that you can read. And it's not like this thick-ass book, 400 pages. I think it's a little over 200 pages, and it's one that's short chapters. You can dive into each chapter and learn about yourself, learn about your connection with the man upstairs, learn about your connection with the universe, whatever your feelings or belief might be. But it's an absolutely amazing story. You know, it talks about carrying things with you and how to let them go and release them. Like I strongly suggest, man, get outside, move a little bit, get out of that closet, get out of that bedroom, get out of that basement, get out of bed and do something. Quit scrolling so damn much. You know, we scroll constantly, and I get guilty of it too, and got to put my phone down. And I go play with the kids or do something, go outside. I even shoot baskets in the backyard by myself, even though I'm not very good. One thing I might have coming up is I've been doing a little bit of sim racing, you know, like on a PlayStation or Xbox. I got a crappy little rig set up, wanting to upgrade it. But it might be, instead of Kicking It with Chico, we might do a little bit of channel Driving with Chico. We talk about different events going on. It might be live, so you guys can actually see how terrible I am at driving an F1 car. Or driving any car. I really like the F1 series because I really enjoy watching that on TV. And driving that on the sim rig is pretty cool, even though I am absolutely horrendous. Do play some Gran Turismo on PlayStation 5, but I don't have a rig for that yet where I can plug it in. I can only plug in my rig to my Xbox. But stay strong. Believe in who you are. Believe in your beliefs, but also look behind your beliefs and ask yourself, point that finger in the mirror and ask yourself, why do I believe what I believe? what I feel the way I feel. I've done that quite a bit. You know, the turmoil of the political climate in the world recently, especially since the assassination attempt on Trump, which there's another thing the media didn't really cover, did they? I mean, been talking about Kennedy for how many decades, and releasing the files, and you see the tie-ins with Castro, and he was an asset for the CIA, and da 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 da. And again, go get your own research. I've done mine. I have tons of books at home that I've read, eyewitness interviews. But anyway, you know, since then, it's like, man, wow, what is going on here? Just magically a lone assassin, huh? That got that close to the president. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing, isn't it? But anyway, ask why you believe what you believe. You know, I have some great friends that are staunch Democrats. Staunch Democrats. They even voted for our current governor of Illinois, Pritzker. Wow. Incredible. Dive into that absolute fiasco and crime family if you want to. Check out what some of his family has done. Okay? But why are you a Democrat? You know, my dad, before he passed, it was before Trump ran against Hillary, and I had to take him down to, it was down south. It was about an hour and a half ride to the VA hospital to get some things done to his eyes, and he couldn't drive after that. And my dad was a union laborer, so he is a staunch Democrat. And oh my goodness, he would rant and go off on Trump and anything I would bring up about the Clintons or Hillary. Because I told him I didn't care who was running against Hillary. You could give me $100 million and I wouldn't vote for a Clinton. But he just would not change his views. He would be Democrat no matter what. And that's fine. And I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I wanted a non-politician to run for president and get in there. I'd love it to happen in the state of Illinois and Doge come in and just dismantle the state of Illinois and look at what's happened in this state with all the illegitimate payments here, illegitimate payments there, just the bribery and illicit funds going. Anyway, I need to stop. That's enough. But yeah, but ask yourself how you feel, why you feel that way, and if you are dealing with some emotional distress right now, do some box breathing. You know, look it up on YouTube. Suck in for 4 seconds. Hold that deep breath for 4 seconds. Let it out for 4 seconds. Stay at the bottom of the breath for 4 seconds, and then repeat. I was talking about my quarterback on my girls' flag football team, and she's just amazing, man. She's like stoic under pressure, like Tom Brady, and only 13 years old. But she was telling me after the game, she's like, you know, I told her she made such great decisions, and we won the game. We got playoffs coming up this weekend, but she said, I just got to calm down. I get so nervous, which you never see that in her. So I'm going to work on box breathing with her, something to do before the play. It just kind of clears your mind, calms the nerves, calms the muscle. But anyway, I kind of went opinionated here today, and that's fine. I hope you stick around. I hope you stay a member. Welcome to say. If you disagree with me, that's cool. Whatever you want to do. But yeah, hope you all have a great week. It is Monday, so happy Monday. Miss that Monday Night Football with Howard Cosell. See you later.